Ultimate King Kong 360 3D.
I just broke my ice. I will use it when they
That was one of the largest and most intense 3D experiences on the planet. Epic Battle was brought to you by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Digital. This is part of the backcloth that we call Old Mexico. It's rigged up for a little weather demonstration. When it's night, those strobe lights come alive. It's perfect. Over here on your left, we're going to bring the whole scene together for you. The weather report asked for rain today, but we didn't see much of it. So we're going to bring it around right now. We can do that anytime we want. It's not too hard here in Old Mexico. We have sprinklers hooked to the top of some of those telephone poles. And that shoots the water into the air, and it just falls back down to earth naturally. We do try and use a bigger raindrop than normal, so it has the best chance to appear on screen. Because, you know, you could be watching a sporting event, say a football game. The announcers will talk about how it's raining on the field, but on television it can be hard to see that rain appear. So we want to make sure it shows up. So we use big raindrops, and we use plenty of it, so it's nice and visible on camera. But now we might have left it on for too long. We got a bunch of it headed right for the truck. Ladies and gentlemen, that flash flood was just the result of releasing thousands of gallons of water from up there at the top of the hill. We'll show you how that flood looks on camera. It was used for the movie Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that.
We are crossing the border from Old Mexico and entering the Old West. This part of our lot is known as Six Points, Texas. It has that name because during the heyday of the Western genre, there used to be 6 different Western streets out here. They all came together at a central hub. So we named the place Six Points, Texas. We are that creative here in the industry. Six Points is one of the most historic spots that you'll find here on the back lot. We've been filming Western movies for over 100 years, since the late 19-teens, the early 1920s. We still film production scenes for Westerns every once in a while out here these days. Quentin Tarantino's newest movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they filmed scenes for that production out here at 6 Points. Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Quentin Tarantino were all here for the filming of that one. We still have productions work here every once in a while. A much more recent example, Quantum Leap. It's back on NBC. It's a new series, a new version of it. Quantum Leap's all about time travel. And of course, they have filmed all over the Universal backlot, one of those locations being 6 Points, Texas. There was an episode that took place in the Old West. They filmed a bunch of it right here in the area that we are driving through. One of the biggest changes they do make to the area when they're filming mode is moving over towards our diver. Hey, that's Tomas out there. Tomas! Tomas! Where? Tomas! He's not listening to me. You alright, buddy? Oh, guys, it looks like Tomas. He's no mas. Yeah, a lot of guts to be out there. Okay, we're gonna pull forward and protect ourselves, so stay in your seats. We're gonna pull up and hide these flammable gasoline tanks. Yeah, everyone knows gas is a great thing to hide behind in a dangerous building, so I'm sure that we'll be safe here. We have some bait tied to that yellow buoy out there in the center. I'm hoping the shark will just take the bait and leave us alone. Yes, so far so good. He's got a hold of something. Kind of got a hold of the dock there, too. Oh, jeez. Oh, actually, on the lights. I can turn the fire on this. Yeah, keep the fire. Oh, no, not the water, not the water. Ladies and gentlemen, you just came face to face with Bruce, the mechanical shark from Jaws. He was named Bruce during their filming. Steven Spielberg named him after his attorney, Bruce Raymer. That is still his attorney to this day, so at least the guy can take a joke. The filming with Bruce did not go as planned. 12 vacancies, there's an office on the far left. The only rooms that actually had interiors, the office and cabin 1. There was nothing inside of rooms 2 through 12, because they knew they were not going to be using those rooms during the making of the movie. You're not going to build what the camera is not going to see. Up here at the Psycho home, the home is a little bit smaller than the average home should be. It's built on a 3/4 scale, so that way when the camera was down by the motel, it makes it look like the Psycho house. It's a little bit farther up the hill than it actually is.
I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. They'll say, she wouldn't even know.
As we pass by the Psycho house, we'll be entering one of the most colossal sets to be built out here. It is the airplane crash site scene from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. Take a look around. This is all that is left of Tom Cruise's neighborhood from War of the Worlds. The airplane that you see on your left-hand side is a real 747. The crew took that plane apart piece by piece. They bought it from an airplane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. They took it apart piece by piece, loaded each piece onto a flatbed truck, drove each piece here to Universal Studios Hollywood, further distressed it, and then filmed this one and only scene for War of the Worlds. Take a look at this.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Eyes on me. Now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Get them closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
When they were putting together this scene out here, it took them 3 weeks to construct the set, took them another week to film on it, and then in the movie, this scene is on screen for an entirety of just 4 minutes. All of this work for just 4 minutes of camera time in the War of the Worlds. You do see the neighborhood for a whole lot more than that, but when you see the neighborhood that's intact and it's nice and normal, that is a real neighborhood on location in New Jersey that Steven Spielberg picked out specifically for the film. And so, filmed technically on two coasts, the same neighborhood, but really the only part of the scene that you see here is the destroyed part of the scene, and that's literally just about 4 minutes of the feature film. Steven Spielberg got a pretty good deal on the 747 too. It was a retired airplane. It was an old 747, so it was no longer allowed to fly. But the price of the plane was a mere $60,000. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, you can't fly the plane, but for a real 747...
Stand right here.
you home. Yeah, come on.